It's the ultimate test for horse and rider.
What a run! Instant tail wins the Crown Crusher. Races into equine immortality.
To win one, it's hard enough.
McCarthy Beaver, she's the champ. She wins the Cox Plate.
To win two is a dream.
This is a blitz. It's a wing splits. 2 in a row.
Win three, you join an elite club.
Ocean Park, stride by stride. Ocean Park, one and a hit to Walter Bar.
To win 4 Cox plates is bloody tough.
Dulcifies won by a minute. Dulcified by 6 lengths.
I was lucky enough to win 4 in a row with wins.
Come of the hour. Come of the legend. Greatness. Winks has done it. It's equine utopia.
To do it on 3 different horses takes a very special type of rider.
The Cox Plate means the world to James. He thinks it's the best race, the race that he wants to win every year. He's so disciplined. Extraordinary willpower, lots of goal setting, whether it be quotes, what he wants to achieve, the prize money he wants to win, how many Group 1s, and he won't stop until he does it.
J-Mac a perfect 10 again.
He won his first in Godolphin Blue.
Put it down a low clear. This time for the big A.
His second aboard his Hong Kong Warrior.
It's Romantic Warrior. It's a photo finish.
The third was his 100th Group 1, and a moment we'll never forget.
James McDonald, a victory of the very best. Thea Justina by 7 lengths.
And now for number 4. History beckons.
It's going to be a massive challenge. We've got the Queenslander, Antino, who will be very hard to beat.
Antino, one manoeuvred cup.
Aliana, a future champion.
Aliana, the filly's going to destroy them in the derby.
Treasure the moment, the X Factor horse.
The new Group 1 kid on the block. Treasure the moment. She's a star.
But I've got Via Sistina. She is a champion and queen of the turf.
The star of the spring.
And to win 4 Cox plates, it would be an absolute dream.
Put it at the top of the list. It's the stuff of legend.
Oh, he's so determined this year. Via Sistina's won a really special horse to James, and after last year and her dominant performance winning the Cox Plate, he's so confident he can win it again.
Come and join our club.
Come and join me. Make it 4.
Good luck, J-Mac.
Ah, how good was that, Lizzie? You know how good that was, Katie. You played such a big part.
Oh, well, I had goosebumps just watching all of that vision, so I don't quite know how you keep it together each and every week, but everything that was spoken about in that piece is exactly what James McDonald is and exactly what all of those guys have had to do. They've had to sacrifice, they've had to really push themselves and achieve, and some of these stories today, it just seems so fitting to be the final Cox Plate, the final race, but with these stories, Bruce.
I couldn't agree more, absolutely. And will we see a dominating performance? I don't know that we will today, but we have over the years.
Dulcify, he's 6 lengths in front of Chivalry and then Brachane imposing stopping. Dulcify's won by a minute, and that's the way he might win the Melbourne Cup. Dulcify by 6 lengths to Chivalry. Battle by Testarossa and then Scusi plays, but the champion mare is going to kill them. She's 5 in front, Sunline, and a piece of racing history. Back-to-back Cox plates for the champion mare, Sunline. She's won it by 6 lengths easily. It's the most comprehensive win in the Cox Plate, probably since Dulcify towed them back in 79. And that's correct, Greg.
The Cox Plate and the Valley are entwined. They exist for each other. Each edition creates an epic crescendo.
Mr. Brightside coming at it with Romantic Warrior. It's a photo finish.
Combatants crashing as they celebrate victory or comprehend defeat.
Romantic Warrior is going to get up by a nose.
Every jockey, trainer and owner is in pursuit of the Cox Plate Grail. Only a few succeed.
Racing in the Cox Plate.
A champion closes on legendary.
She's the champ.
A Masters final piece of art.
He's racing clear, and so you think has bolted in the Cox Plate.
A stay-in career confirmed.
They hit the line. Ocean Park wanted to hit the wall too hard.
The dynamic duo delivers.
A century of legends. Sir Dragon A for Mossy.
The Cox Plate bestows idol status on equine champions. Farlap, Rising Fast, Kingston Town,
What a run.
Mountain power.
The earth starts to rumble.
Sunlight.
She might be the greatest in the world, Sunline.
Liz Grisseau.
And the land of the rising sun wins the Cox Plate.
Winks.
The great mare completes the great trilogy of the turf.
Romantic warrior.
Hong Kong have come and they've conquered.
And two warriors dueling in the race of the century.
And Bone Crusher races into equine immortality.
Elite jockeys dominate. Darby Munro, Jack Purtell, the Babe Brent Thompson, Huey Bowman and J-Mac. And Hall of Fame trainers, Jack Holt, TJ, Bart and the latest maestro, Chris Waller, have all engineered Cox Plate greatness.
Cometh the hour, cometh the legend, greatness.
After 142 years of racing, the Valley pauses. Time to reflect on the legacy of the Cox Plate. Quite simply, it's our greatest race.
Brilliant, Bossy, absolutely brilliant from a man who's won 4 of them. And one of those that won as a 3-year-old was Octagonal. And what a ride this was by Shane Dye. So he was beaten in the Caulfield Guineas, this horse. In fact, 3 of those 4 were beaten in the Caulfield Guineas at their previous start. Savabeel had come from Sydney to win the Spring Champion. I say that because Napoleonic's running today and Zach Lloyd Ride. Don't you remember this? The protest of 2021. It was like a stalking job for Richo, wasn't it? He was almost in there. He told us everything that was going on. Alas, it was dismissed. And now he's caught up with Huey Bowman.
Brilliant to have Hugh Bowman back in Australia, mate, on Cox Plate Day. Welcome home.
Thanks, Richo. It's really, really lovely to be back, albeit for a brief moment, but it's such an iconic day. Obviously, some great memories for myself and my family and everyone involved with Winks, of course. So it's really, really lovely to be back and really proud to be here today and looking forward to the main event later on.
And what's the reports that Chris has given you about Aliana?
Well, Chris doesn't say too much, actually, if you know him well. He sort of lines up all the dots and lets it happen. But look, it was really lovely to receive the phone call to partner Aliana and obviously Denise Martin and her Star Thoroughbred Syndicate. Great supporters, and we've had some really, really good days together over the years. And yeah, the opportunity was obviously there they needed a rider, and it was really, really lovely to receive the phone call. And only one thing left to do now, and let's hope we can get it done.
Well, and do it the way you do it best. When you retire as a jockey, you might become an actor. I've loved the stuff you've done with Bossy and also Ollie. Quite the actor.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really acting. It was pretty authentic. So we did a Ladbrokes ad, in promotion for the Cox Plate, and obviously the 2 other legends that are, have gone before me, and I looked up to as a young rider, and then competed on level terms with them for many years, and they've both moved on to the next stage of their life. But there's still a few good years left in me, I hope, and let's hope we can wind back the clock this afternoon and add to the tally.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
The 1986 Cox Plate had the biggest build-up. We knew Bone Crusher so well. He'd won the Tancred and the Derby as a 3-year-old at Randwick. He came to Caulfield and won the Underwood Stakes and the Caulfield Stakes, and we wouldn't hear of him being beaten. And yet the New Zealanders had another one called Waverley Star. And during the week or 2 before, they thought he was just as good. They dominated the betting and dominated the race.
This is it, they're racing.
Both Gary Stewart and Lance O'Sullivan went early. It was a last man standing. And those 2 champion chestnuts at the top of the straight at Moonee Valley, Waverley
who looks destiny in the face. It's going to be a Cox Plate round. Romantic Warrior. It's a photo finish.
Cox Plate it's the Formula One championship for a thoroughbred.
It's an elite race.
The hardest weight for age race to win in the Southern Hemisphere. It's got great history.
Back to back, it's all over for Sunline.
And Bone Crusher races into equine immortality.
The earth starts to rumble. Light and Power takes the Cox Plate.
He'll win the $1 million man.
You know, it's a special track, Moonee Valley.
You're like in the cauldron, you're right on top of things.
You walk through the tunnel.
The crowd's so close.
You've got eyes all around you.
I think the horses feel it, the jockeys feel it, and the atmosphere builds to a race that's so special on the racing calendar.
Racing in the Cox Plate, and the valley roars.
Obviously, it's such a select field.
It's the best horses in the land.
You need a really high-class horse to win it.
The pressure's on the whole way for the 2,000 metres.
Dorley's clear at the 100-metre mark.
They all get going sort of 800 from home.
There's no hiding spots.
Picker in front, and she won it.
Probably the toughest stamina test.
And joins a century of legends. Sir Dragon A for Mossy.
It's the last man standing.
He's hanging on, feels of over. You've done it.
It really announces a thoroughbred.
Fierce Christina by 7 lengths.
The best horse wins the Cox Plate.
We won the Cox Plate, baby!
What a discussion it always is. And one of the things about this one, no last start winner. That hasn't happened since 1962, and it's only happened 3 times. Yet every one of those horses is a star in their own right. And Via Sistina's won 10 Group 1s, and all of them have won at least one. As we go to the big crowd here today at Moonee Valley, it's a sellout. We know that there's a little bit of rain coming, and we know that Daryl Braithwaite's not all that far away as we build to the 105th running of the WS Cox Plate. Isn't it wonderful how that anthem will be living on today for that one final rousing performance? I wonder what Tony Gollan thinks about re-arrival song when he comes into the racecourse. Taking a lot down to the boss, isn't he, Darren, today? And that boss is Chris Waller, who's just continuing to rack up all the wins. He's won 5 Cox Plates, and he could win number 6 today as he reflects on what the Cox Plate has meant to him.
Each one of Winx's Cox Plate was so different. The first one, she announced herself, and Hugh Bowman and myself are winning our first major.
Winx kept going by Hugh Bowman. What a win! Winx has followed in the Cox Plate by 4 lengths.
The second Cox Plate win for Winx was equally as important. It was her first win of Fluke, and it was a match race between her and Hartnell. Again, she stood out from the rest.
This is a blitz. It's a Winx blitz, and she joins the all-time greats of the turf.
The third Cox Plate, she equalled Kingston Town's record of 3.
The valley's rocking and the world is knocking.
That was probably the feat that year.
The Great Bear completes the great trilogy of the turf.
To finally win a 4th Cox Plate, well, the build-up's like one of the biggest sporting events I've ever attended, let alone been part of. I was the coach, and my team did an amazing job. We felt the pressure, but we responded, and we responded for one thing. We had a great horse, a great athlete, and she did us all proud.
Here she comes, and the valley roars. Cometh the air, cometh the legend. Greatness, Winx has done it. It's equine utopia.
Via Sistina's Cox Plate win was very special. We'd been there with Winx. We'd won biggest margins, we'd ran time with Winx, and then for Via Sistina with the build-up through the week, and then to come out with a massive margin that she won by. And the time that she ran, it was fitting for the horse, fitting for the occasion, and it really was a special event.
Races into equine immortality.
Cometh the hour, cometh the legend. Greatness, Winx has done it. McDonald, a century of the very best. Via Sistina by 7 lengths.
And this is what all those champions have faced, Katie. This circuit, this unique circuit at Moonee Valley from the 2040.
Yeah, so you jump at the top of the straight, so it's a little good, you know, it's a good run in, a good furlong run in, but the thing is, there's high pressure. Those horses that have drawn the outside barrier, as we see, the jockeys try and come across, and because of that, they just need to try and find a spot to try and switch their mounts off. So they get around the first bend, and then you come back and you just regroup. There's a bit of a hill, so you go down the hill, you just try and switch your horse off as you get around the next bend. So we're at the top of the track now, coming into the side. Now the side, this is where the jockeys make their move. As we see Castelvecchio and Craig Williams take off a few years ago. They try and build the momentum coming into the straight. Obviously it's only a short, sharp straight, so it's definitely momentum is key as they come in, and then the best horse wins.
Not too many horses come from long way back on that turn, do they?
No.
I mean, we saw Kingston Town. So this is the current layout, and you've gone through it so perfectly there, that run up the straight and then that school side of the track. And this is where it's going to be. So the finish will be where the school is at the moment. The actual circumference is less than it is now, but it's a much longer straight. So we wait and see, Katie, don't we?
Exactly. You know, it takes years to build these races at the tracks and try and work out biases, but there's just not a lot of room here, so it's always going to be late.
So I wasn't here when Farlek won, believe it or not, but he was the first to win 2, the first to win a Melbourne Cup. This was extraordinary. Kingston Town once, twice and 3 times, all with different jockeys for TJ. Manikatta's 5 William Reid Stakes, there's a statue of him here. I mean, incredible horse that he was. The race of the century lived up to all of that and some, and we still think about it as if it was yesterday. The tsunami wave for Mackay Diva, the only dual Melbourne Cup winner to win a Cox plate, and only one of 5, and then Winks to win the Melbourne Cup in the same year, and then Winks, of course, to better even Kingston Town was something quite remarkable. There's just so many. There are just so many unforgettable moments, and we could go on and on. I've left a few out. Is there anything obvious to you, Katie?
Have you forgotten something, Bruce?
I've probably forgotten.
I tell you what, one of my ultimate favourite moments here, of course, winning my Group 1 aboard Silence Edition. You know what, Bruce? It changed my life this night.
It absolutely did change your life in so many ways. Katie, we love this. Group 1 winning jockey. Emma, that sounds good. Group 1 winning jockey, doesn't it? I can't say that.
No, neither can I.
At the course, we're starting to think back of all those treasure times that we're seeing at this course on this day.
Racing in the Cox plate. Romantic Warrior jumped away well.
It's a done deal, jumps well near the inside. Mullakillock and Seamus will water away quickly.
The round began brilliantly and is going to head them all off and go to the rails.
Down to the judge. So You Think goes to the lead. Heart of Dreams tightened at the turn out of the straight.
And they're stringing right out in the Cox plate. 3 further back behind Juggler is Saintly. 2 to Anthems and 3 last of all is Octagonal.
The outside of Avilius, 2 lengths, Cape of Good Hope, Very Elegant. They were followed by Lee Gracieux.
Sunline comfortably at the 1200 metre mark. 2.5 to Northerly, a length further back in the race, then Bella Spree.
Better Loosen Up is giving Starley Century 25 length start at the halfway point.
Let's Elope going forward. Superimposes third last with Better Loosen Up, and last of all Rough Habit.
Here come the New Zealanders, our Waverley Star and Bone Crusher. They've raced to the lead. 600 out. Have they gone too early? 500 out. Fearless Pride and My Axeman together. A length and a half. Lawman. Kingston Town can't win.
The race Mahogany off the rail. Pulled out wide on the track is Octagonal, and the widest runner is Jern.
With Mackay Diva, Fields of Omar, and they're all taking off at the 550 metre mark. A wall of horses around the outside.
But Dulcify well clear. Brent Thompson going for his 4th Cox plate, and he's got it.
But this champion mare, Sunline, she's gone 4, 5, 6 in front. Jimmy lets him go on the turn, and it's Might and Power 2 or 3 in front from Tycoon Lil.
Zaki joined by Animo, who looks Destiny in the face at the 150.
And Dane Ripper back to the rail. Belade the leader. Dane Ripper getting up on the inside.
But Via Sistina storms away. It's going to be a Cox plate round, and James McDonald, a century of the very best. Cometh the hour, cometh the legend. Greatness, Winks has done it. It's F1 Utopia.
It simply is the best when it comes to class rising to the top this race. So here's the radar.
How do you see it playing out?
Oh, well,
That's the big question, isn't it?
As much idea as everyone else watching it, but yeah, obviously it is a Cox Plate. There's a short run to the first corner here, so it always generates a little bit of speed. Obviously, you got the unknown factor of a 3-year-old that statistically 3-year-olds need to be up in the driver's seat, so you could probably say he's going to go forward a little bit. Light infantry man, Treasure of the Moment will hold a spot, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. We're just going to go with the flow with her. She's not fast away from the gate, so our hands are tied a little bit, but we all know she can sustain a gallop, and yeah, we'll work it out as it unfolds.
And we all know how much she loves being here at Moonee Valley. Tuesday she looked fantastic. How was she under saddle?
Yeah, she's excellent. I hope she corners as well as Napoleonic did in the race too, because that is a good Moonee Valley horse. They skip around the bends and it really accelerates. So she's done that before. We hope she can do it again. And Chris has got her in unbelievably good form, and we're hoping for the best now.
And now then we think about what it'd be like to win 4 in a row, mate. You don't even look ahead. You just worry about the job.
Not even thinking about that, because at the end of the day, I'm on a champion racehorse. She's the queen of the turf, and she's prepped up immaculate. So she'll be presented to win, and as long as we have a smooth, uninterrupted, I'll be happy, and the rest is up to her.
Simply good luck, buddy.
For the Cox Plate over the years. So from horses to those that are out the back, ready to come in for the 2025 WS Cox Plate.
2 minutes.
And Bone Crusher races into equine immortality.
That's all it takes to make history.
The dog kicks it down, swamping them. What a run, what a run. Racing in the Cox Plate.
2 absorbing minutes for the superstars of our sport to write their story.
Animo looks destiny in the face. This time for the big A.
Can James MacDonald carry the weight of history and win a 4th straight?
And James MacDonald, a century of the very best. Via Sistina by 7 lengths.
Will Chris Waller execute the perfect plan again? Via Sistina isn't the only ace in this master trainer's hand.
She's really opening up now, Eliana, and the filly's going to destroy them in the Derby.
Is there a 5th Cox Plate for Hugh Bowman?
Cometh the hour, cometh the legend, greatness.
Who dares to count Treasure the Moment out? Not Damien Lane. He knows how to play this day.
And the land of the rising sun wins the Cox Plate. It is the most brilliant of Queensland victories of the Carnival, and Tino won the Newman Cup.
So many questions, so many possibilities. What will this famous Colosseum deliver before it changes forever? Time will tell.
Who has the honour of riding the very last Cox Plate winner on this track?
Yeah, well, every single jockey out there will be wanting to take out this race for the very last time, as the track that we know it. 4 of them have won the race before, and 4 of them trying to win it for the very first time. I'm sure that they'll be feeling the nerves, Bruce.
And I think Huey's won it 4 times and J-Max won it 3 times and Willow a couple. Let's go down to Richo with the jockeys.
For the Cox Plate, the jockey's about to be introduced, which is going to be a big buzz for you with your first Cox Plate.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, what do you think today?
If he can run up to his best, he'll run a much improved race. I'm confident. I like the barrier, and as I said, he's coming in good order.
Mate, good luck. Queensland won everything else, Blake, so you might as well just add a Cox Plate to it, hey?
That'd be nice.
Yeah. How do you see the race panning out?
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but that's the whole thing about the Cox Plate. It's quite fascinating, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the race.
I'll tell you what, they were listening in just in case anyway. Hey, Mark, good to see you, mate. Buckaroo in the Cox Plate. What do you think?
Yeah, well, we'll see how we go. On his best form is a chance. Good race it is always, so hopefully we can win the last one.
Okay, mate, good luck. Great to see you. And Craig, a moment and a thought with attrition coming up to the Cox Plate.
Well, he's got really good form around the main chances in the race. The track's now changed a little bit, so he's drawn a nice barrier to get every chance.
We've spoken to most of the other jockeys. There they all are. Which of these champion jockeys will put their name alongside the greats and win the WS Cox Plate?
What a lineup there, Richo. What a lineup of jockeys. These beautiful stock horses with the Australian flag, before the running of the 105th WS Cox Plate. Just two beautiful horses. The bay, almost browny, and the beautiful grey towards us there with our flag flying so proudly here on this day, this special day in Australian sport. A day where there are so many stories attached to this Cox Plate.